dancing, all right? You ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, give me some of that! Come on! Start slapping! Ladies and gentlemen, please round the stage, fellas, Mr. Joe Blair! Good evening, everyone. I'm a little bit nervous tonight. This is my first gig outside of Berkshire. I'm a really big comedian in Reading, but I'm Joey Blair, the cad from Caversham. But I've never played Oxfordshire before, so I've no idea what goes down well in Playhatch. I was going to try some harvest jokes, but I don't know about that, or anti-sonning material, but. So anyway, I was scrabbling around for some common ground, and well, I heard about you've heard about the Olympics, have you? That's been big in Playhatch, has it? Yeah. Yeah, good. Oh well, we'll carry on with some Olympics material, but the worst thing from a comedian's point of view with the Olympics was that it was all so bloody brilliant, wasn't it? I mean, everything went well. The opening ceremony was brilliant. Team GB. That was all good. None of the athletes took very many drugs. The transport worked. So, that's not very good from that. So, yeah, no laughs from that sort of stuff. But anyway, I know, Mo and Wiggo and all that, they all went down really well. But what I really liked was the extreme violence. Drawn to extreme violence. The boxing was fantastic, especially the women's boxing. Who knew that would be that'd be so good? And taekwondo. Who can't love a sport where you get the top marks for kicking somebody in the head? That was great. And then what was it? Wheelchair rugby, murder ball, fantastic. The guilty pleasure you get from seeing two people careering at each other, 30 miles an hour in wheelchairs. I mean, normally you can't do that sort of stuff, but. The best thing, the hatred, the best one I thought was when 90,000 people booed George Osborne. That was you couldn't beat that. The only hatred that I saw that was worse than that, the only glint in somebody's eyes that I saw was worse than the booing of George Osborne, was when a taxi driver looked at me from his black cab as I whizzed past in the Olympic lane. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't just watch the Olympics, I participated in the Olympics. Ladies and gentlemen, I was a games maker. Some people did it. Some people did it because they wanted to give something back to society. Some people did it because they wanted to be part of the games. I wanted to do it for the uniform. Because the reason I'll be honest with you, the reason I was covered up until now was the minute people see this, it is something of a babe magnet. It's something of a babe magnet, that's a positive, I suppose. On the other hand, people start asking you to do stuff. People start saying, can you tell me the directions to somewhere? Can you tell me where the nearest toilet is? Can you tell me where my husband is? And number one, can you take a photograph of me? I've taken so many fucking photographs in the last little while. You wouldn't believe it. So in case you want to know, Reading's that way. The nearest toilet's through there. No idea where your husband is, but I got a photograph of him a little while ago. Anyway, I sort of hinted at it earlier. I wasn't one of those guys with a big hand. I was a driver with a brand new BMW, free access to the Olympic lanes, and this uniform. I mean, the women were having real difficulty in dealing with that. I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, on the driving front, my job was to drive members of the Olympic family. Now, I didn't know what that meant. I thought maybe it means Usain Bolt. Maybe on the negative side, it means maybe it means driving Sebastian Coe's mum to Asda. But what it actually meant was driving members of the 28 Olympic federations around the place. Now, these weren't big names. They were probably big names in Montreal 1976, but now they're just big and old, and fat, and this is no lies, a Portuguese guy there, smoking 60 a day. You know, what sort of what sort of advert is that to the kids? But they were all, I only said that, they were really, really good people, not necessarily politically correct. I was mentioning about driving around in the BMWs, and the BMWs for the Olympics had their own sat-nav, and the sat-nav was famously crap. It used to take you down sort of service roads, used to take you across carriageways, really, really bad. Anyway, I was picking up a Brazilian guy one day from Greenwich Park, and I started sort of programming in the sat-nav, saying, you know, where we were going to go next. And he did, and I can't do a Brazilian accent, but he goes, no, he goes, don't use the sat-nav. He goes, don't use the German sat-nav. He goes, they tried to kill us once, they're trying to kill us again. So anyway, yeah, that was the guys. They were really nice. They were really nice people. Their English was fantastic. So communicating with them wasn't a problem. But it was just trying to find things that we had in common. You know, I don't really know very much about Slovakia. Apparently now the guys there tell me it's Bratislava. Is that right? I think Bratislava is the capital, and they're crap at the Eurovision Song Contest. Having said, as they pointed out to me, they're not quite as crap as Great Britain is. We're in, as you know, the Olympics now. It's all in the East End of London, and again, the guys would say to me, "said, well, you know, tell us something about East London." And I know nothing about East London. I know nothing about Stratford. It's not where Shakespeare comes from. I know nothing about all of that. And when the few things I did know about. I was pointing out to a couple of Germans. We were driving along back to the XL Centre, and then you go past, and there's that new cable car sort of going over from the O2, and I was saying, "Oh look, you know, that's the new cable car." You know, they're saying, "Oh, we have many cable cars in Germany." So that wasn't too good. So you just start making stuff up, frankly. You know, I was driving along, and you know, and you go through, and they go, why is Canning Town called Canning Town? And I said, oh well, Canning Town, it's the world's #1 provider of cans. 1 out of every 3 cans in the world is actually produced in Canning Town. And I thought, oh, that's very interesting. You're driving along, and then you think, oh God, that's where David Beckham was born over there. Really? Yeah, David Beckham was born there. And then you go a bit mad and you said, that's where the Queen gets her southern chicken wings from over there. That's fantastic. That's where Henry VIII was shot over there. Anyway, it was a fantastic experience. But now, unfortunately, you know, it's gone, and it's all rather sad, really. But yeah. It's sad, but we've still got things to look forward to. You know, we've still got the legacy, haven't we? We've still got things that we're good at, things that we should build on in order to be better in the future. You know, we've got to start petitioning the Olympics so that we can have vandalism in there. We can have ASBOs. We can come back with a hall of ASBOs on there. You know, we need to work on obesity, stuff like that. Things that we're really good at in Britain. Also, now that it's all over, we can look forward to getting back and finding out, you know, what Jordan's up to, you know, what Simon Cowell and that lot, are doing, and obviously our golden Premiership footballers. But anyway, I'll leave you on this, and I'll just ask you one thing just before I go, and that's just if I'd like you to do something for me. There's been quite a lot of talk about who's going to win Sports Personality of the Year. You know, is it going to be Mo? Is it going to be Andy Murray, Joey Barton? Actually, no, probably not Joey Barton. But anyway, the thing that's come out apparently is the games makers are going to be nominated for Sports Personality of the Year, which I'm sure will piss off an awful lot of people who've done a lot. But so I'd just like you to think about me and the other games makers when you're doing your vote for Sports Personality of the Year. I'm a crap driver. I don't know what the capital of Slovakia is. I haven't won the Tour de France, but the uniform is fantastic, isn't it? So vote games maker. Thank you very much. Good night. So Blair, ladies and gentlemen, make a lot of noise!